Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my 3 talking points. Bournemouth 0, Everton 1. That sounds fantastic to say. We haven't been able to say it for any Premier League game ever in the history of the Premier League. We were able to say it in 2015 in an FA Cup tie. It was a 2-0 win for Everton that day. But we've never been able to say it for a Premier League game. And now we can. David Moyes ticking off another one of those potholes in the road. But a really, really strong performance by Everton tonight. I know Bournemouth were missing a few. We were missing arguably more. The damage that it does to our squad with all these players out. But coming off the back of a 4-1 defeat at home against Newcastle and going to a team that hadn't lost a home game. We lost a centre-back between Saturday and today. One of our midfield players then has to go and play right-back. And we're playing a tough team with Semenyo, who's fantastic, as a real threat at their place. And to go and turn in such a performance, it wasn't a hanging-on performance. I think the stats are something like 13 shots to 3, I think, in Everton's favour. I think Bournemouth have shaded the possession, but Everton by far the better side all night, more threatening, and have come away with 3 huge points. 21 points already now. You know, and really pushing on and 3 points off a Champions League place. And I say that not because I believe Everton will get in the Champions League, but we're in December and to be in touching distance of those places. I know the league's bunched up, level with the champions as well, of course, on points. But to be in this position in December is a fantastic achievement by the players, given goals we found difficult to come by. We've had injuries. We haven't had our best defender for the whole season. We've had players, suspensions and everything. And to go there and grind out a result like that against a really good side. I think Bournemouth are a really good side. I think the manager's fantastic. And to go and get a result like that is a testament to the squad of players and the manager, I think. And those travelling Evertonians have deserved that tonight again. They deserved it at Old Trafford. To go there tonight, 1,100 of them on a Tuesday night in December, they deserve that. They deserve that. So I'm made up for each and every one of them, including our very own John Blaine, who's down there with Teresa as well. So I hope they've all had a fantastic night. But Everton, excellent. The only disappointing thing for me is that Tierno Barry didn't get his goal. He's had the shot on target though. Really good save from the goalkeeper to keep the score at 0-0. But we did get the win. And he had a very, very strong performance again. But the first thing I'm going to talk about tonight is Jake O'Brien, who has had to play, certainly since he's had to play his whole Premier League career, with the exception of a couple of games, as a right-back for Everton. And being 6'6" and a unit isn't really conducive to running up and down a right-wing Premier League pitch time and time again, creating chances, putting crosses in, and all the things that you're expected to do now as a modern-day fullback. And he's gone and he's just got his head down. And he's just had to get on with it. And that's exactly what he's done. And listen, I think personally, if Everton would have had a right back this season, then Jake O'Brien would have been alongside James Tarkowski for the whole season. I think David Moyes sort of indicated that Michael Keane was fourth choice, but Michael Keane's gone in and has done fine at centre-back this season. Jake O'Brien's gone in and done fine at right-back, but for a team that's pushing on, we want better than both of that, don't we? And he's had to wait for his opportunity. We saw him and Michael Keane at Newcastle the last day of the season. He had a really strong performance at centre-back that day. But he has had to wait to play right-back in the Premier League. To play centre-back in the Premier League for Everton. And he's gone in tonight at such short notice, having played right-back. And even being out the team a week ago, wasn't he? He was on the bench for United and obviously got on after 10 minutes at right-back. But he's gone in and put in an absolutely brilliant display tonight with Tarkowski. Strong in the air, didn't really get run. Looked comfortable in possession, good positioning. Now, okay, you'd have to see him up against better strikers to judge it. But he's gone in and done really well. And I only ever judge on what I see on the pitch on that night. And for me tonight, he had a really accomplished, solid display at centre-back with Tarkowski. He headed everything, he blocked crosses, and that's what all we can ask, isn't it? He'll be delighted because that is his position. That's the position he sees himself in, obviously. And he'll be delighted he's been part of an Everton side that's kept a clean sheet with him playing at centre-back. So, made up for him. I thought he'd done really well. It's up to him to build on it. Now, I imagine on Saturday, he will be... Well, it depends on Michael Keane's fitness, of course. But if Michael Keane is fit for Saturday, then I imagine James Garner will be back in midfield against Forest, because Tim Idabunim suspended. So it's not even as if the manager can say to the 11 who's done it tonight, same again, boys. The only other thing is Michael Keane is out, then Nathan Patterson, I imagine, comes into the reckoning at right back. And he's not played all season a Premier League game. So we'll see what happens with that. That's for another day, but a strong performance from Jake O'Brien tonight. Second thing I want to talk about is the performances of Keane and Dewsbury-Hall. I think Jack Grealish has rightly got lots of plaudits this season. He's been fantastic. You know, he can be a little bit frustrating, but the frustration for me is that he just hesitates instead of getting a cross in or getting a shot in. His ability on the ball is tremendous. His work rate's brilliant for such a talented footballer. Even tonight, so calm, under pressure at a time when they're trying to build momentum towards the end. Jack Grealish is taking touches and dancing past people and slowing it down and laying it off. He then goes and blocks a shot on the edge of the box near the end. Fantastic, committed player. You know, he's in with the Everton fans. He's done the old Everton badge, which is lovely to see. Means he's really enjoying it. Never fall in love with a lone player. But it's great to see. And he's deserved all the plaudits. And that's another little number for him, isn't it? That's his second Everton goal, and he's got his 4 assists, so 6 goal contributions from him already. It's fantastic, and we want more than double that, don't we, for the rest of the season, because he's got that quality. But the player for me who's been outstanding bar a couple of games has been Keane and Dewsbury-Hall, and he's put it in again today, and for me that's 3 man of the matches on the run. I thought he was sensational tonight again, everywhere, all over the pitch. Now sometimes it won't be the things that he's not picking it up and dancing past 4 players, but his passing ability, excellent. He works so hard. He's in for tackles. He nicks things. He's done a lot of the Idrissa Gana Gueye role tonight, of just screening and going and nicking things and gets us playing. Very calm on the ball. And it's no sort of coincidence that the last 2 weeks we've needed to be clever on the ball when we've been ahead. And we've done it in both games with Grealish and with Dewsbury-Hall. So I'm absolutely delighted with him. He's obviously, his last couple of games, scored a couple of cracking goals for us. But today was all about the other side of it as well. And a couple of times he's almost created an opportunity. One for, I think it was Tierno Barry, a curl ball. Defender just gets there. Lots of that passing ability there. He's in people's face. He wins free kicks. He's intelligent. He's been a marvellous signing. 25 million. He's been fantastic for me, and I'm absolutely delighted with him. And another strong display tonight. Man of the match by some distance, I think, for Everton tonight. And we had a lot of good performances tonight, it has to be said. So, well in Keane, and another brilliant performance. And I'm absolutely delighted for you. And then the third and final point is the manager. Now, David Moyes frustrates people. He's a brilliant manager. I love David Moyes, it's well documented. Does he make me frustrated at times? Yes, he does. Is he a little bit cautious at times? Yeah, probably. Is he a brilliant manager though? Yes, for me he is. Now, listen, I don't know how this ends. I don't know what the Freakin's plan is. I don't know if David Moyes' MO is just to get Everton stable and then somebody else comes in. But the one thing you know about David Moyes is, A, he absolutely loves Everton. B, he understands the game. He understands the nuances of the game. Now, okay, if we're going to be critical of him, the development of younger players isn't always great, but he's sometimes caught between a rock and a hard place, I think. I think should be, like I know him, I don't know him, I can only go on watching him as a fan. He could be a little bit more open. I still think Everton are missing a trick without a striker coach. I think maybe is he alive to other coaches that might come in, other opportunities or other things that might give us marginal gains. I don't know. I would hope he isn't close to that. But he's a brilliant manager. He gets results. He's got that, to quote Ian Dowie, bounce back ability effect that I said, I think, on yesterday when we were on the lives and even in the final word yesterday, I think it was. I said normally when Everton turn in a display like the weekend, what happened in the past was we'd bounce back with a strong performance in the next one. Tonight was a very, very strong performance by Everton. Very, very, very good performance. Final third lacking. We're gonna need active to be active in January. We're gonna need to be active basically on day one if we can in January and get someone in, brighten the whole thing up immediately. But Moyes is a brilliant manager and he's really good at doing that stuff. Now, like I said, I don't know the long-term plan. The long-term plan for me is Everton to be up challenging for the league title. That's the long-term plan. That should be the aim. Whether we ever got there, who knows? But I don't buy you can't get on that journey. I don't buy into that. Teams have to start somewhere. Good recruitment is necessary. Now, there's a lot of debate over whether the recruitment was good in the summer or you know, I don't think the debate is so much whether the players are good enough. The debate might be, were they all exactly where we needed them to be? Now, obviously, people will throw Adam Asnew out there. People might even question, and I've questioned Tieno Barry for the money. But at the end of the day, they're both potential. I think Barry's getting better and better each game. If he can add the goals, I think all of that noise stops. Do we think we need another striker? Absolutely, I do. I think we need the one anyway. I said going into the season, 2 wasn't enough for me. We needed 3. So we're still a striker short. We're a couple of full-backs short, although James Garner makes that a lot easier. And we're probably a centre midfield player and a fast winger short, for the simple reason that the fast winger is a different option. And if you give those tools to David Moyes, then he will mould a good team out of it. And a team that will get Everton. Everton could qualify for Europe this season. They might finish mid-table. Who knows? It might be the lack of goals that costs us. I don't know. I think we'll win many more games and we'll probably lose many more as well. So we'll have to wait and see where the points total takes us at the end of the season. But at least as a Blue, whether or not you're critical of David Moyes, at least you can look now and go, at least I know my team are trying to play more football. At least I know my team are giving everybody a game. At least I know my team aren't beaten in the tunnel. We've never done anything at Bournemouth. We've been beaten every year, virtually. We were 2-0 up with 10 minutes left and we were 3-2 up in the 96th minute and still didn't beat them. So, we went to United last week and that was a difficult game. We won it with 10 men. We've gone tonight. It was a difficult game. We've won it. There's another big challenge at the weekend and there's an even bigger one the week after at Chelsea, but I wouldn't put it past this Everton side going and grinding something out at Chelsea as well. So, David Moyes deserves credit again. It's the ability to get everyone together to produce a performance like that after a result like Newcastle. How far he can take them, we'll see. And if a brighter young manager comes, then fair play, the Freegans will make that decision. But I think we all just need to stick together. We're seeing our team go out and put performances in that we can be proud of. And I don't read into that wrong. I just mean proud of the fact that we know they're giving everything, they're sticking together and they can win games like that. They're not beaten. And for too many times, and certainly for 2.5 years under the last fella, it didn't feel like we could get results anywhere because he felt like he was terrified of his own shadow. Frank Lampard, I don't know, maybe he didn't understand how to get results anywhere. It was a bit hit and miss. Benitez, no one liked anyway. And then you're back to Carlo, who was brilliant, but we weren't there for it. So I just feel like we've got a little bit of Everton back in terms of we can get results that we need. Is it perfect? No, it's far from it. And we need more players, more quality in the squad as well. And the manager is not above criticism, but he's also not above praise as well. And some people, I think, should give him a little bit of praise, but let's stick together. It's not a thing of you need to be amazed with Moyes. Far from it. I just think he deserves. Saturday, it wasn't great, but they've bounced back brilliantly tonight. So well done David Moyes, well done the Everton players, and once again, well done the fans. So there you go, check out the match reaction stuff, like, subscribe to all that, but it feels fantastic, doesn't it? What a win. Up the Toffee, see you all tomorrow for all of the other live stuff from the studio, and the final word, of course. See you later.